Cancer, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using two decks, a brand new deck that is based on the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, and it's by Witchy Cauldron, and I really like it. Excuse my voice. I've got loads of incense burning here. It's quite strong. Love it. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Well, there you go. That's it. It's nice, isn't it? So that's by Witchy Cauldron and Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. So we'll do the tarot first, and then we'll go into the oracle cards. So Cancer, October 2025. Ready? Okay, so stepping into your power with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom, we've got the Three of Swords there. So there's a sadness here that you're having to process and deal with. Okay, let's keep pulling. Five of Cups, which is about loss and grief, justice and balance. Four of Pentacles. That's a nice depiction of the Four of Pentacles, isn't it? You see the sunset behind him or the sunrise. Feels like a sunset to me. Yeah, because it's a card about letting go of something, isn't it? Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So, Cancer, what are we dealing with in October? We're dealing with spiritual and life maturity. We're dealing with an energy here of knowing that Cancer is a water sign, and water is a powerful element. We always think of a powerful element as fire or wind or earth, and water is all emotion and airy fairy. But what I'm feeling is, your emotion is your superpower. So the fact that you feel deeply, the fact that you experience the feelings and emotions that you do is your superpower. It's interesting. Can I just take something off my screen because it's disturbing me? Oh, get off me. Remind me later. Anyway, so one of the things, obviously, we're all going through different life transitions, and at the minute, I'm going through perimenopause. And one of the things that the guides keep saying is that we must feel as part of the evolution of consciousness that we are on this planet at this time. We must feel. We must try and get out of this habit, which we're all guilty of trying to just bypass it. I shouldn't be feeling angry. I shouldn't be feeling sad. I shouldn't be feeling hot and sweaty. I shouldn't be feeling this. It's all part of your evolution. And as we go through this, we're going to be required more and more to feel. To let go of the past with grace. Here we've got Five of Cups, to let go of the past with grace. And that brings about a balance and a clearing. So whatever it is you're working through, it'll be different for all of you watching. You'll all be working through similar things, but different things as well. Going through it with grace, to let go of old aspects of yourself, old aspects of your belief systems, with balance, with balance. Take your time. It's interesting, isn't it? Take your time. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, achievement, recognition. Was it Cancer that got this a similar reading last month? I'm sure it was. And it was one of the star signs got something very similar to this. And the thing is, we go through things collectively. Before anybody else can recognize you, you have to recognize you. They say this about love: before anybody can love you, truly, you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself truly, you attract in the wrong type of people and person, so the wrong friendships, the wrong relationships, situationships, etc. So this is about you, whatever the wounding is that you're working through. be it money, health, wealth, emotions, loss, job issues. It's to have the self-confidence to go through it, have the grace to go through it. Know that you're clearing something, know that you're releasing something, but also take your time with it and work with your higher self and others for a solution. Let's do the oracle cards. Interesting. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Success coming in. Do you know something? It is true what they say, that until you value you and see your true worth and step into light and love, you will stay the same. The minute you see your value, it changes the game. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy, no matter what you're facing. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. First light. Beginning a new cycle. I love cycles. I'm all for cycles, as you know, if you've been following me for a while. The letting go, the embracing, the rebirthing, the cold, crisp, being bare and being vulnerable, thinking about the trees. It's the trees I like to follow. Well, everything, but it's the trees. I'm a tree person. View from above, get the big picture. It's really easy to be in a problem and just see that small thing, that small problem, but you're being asked to see the wider picture here. And cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. So these are some beautiful cards. This is about cleansing and releasing deep pain. It's about spiritual and life maturity. It's about embracing who you really are. It's about having self-respect for you. It's about gates of triumph and portals and gateways so that you can not run from this pain, but learn from this pain. And with that, I wish you well, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pisces, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. And I'm going to be using two decks. The Radiant Rider Waite by a company called Made by Witchy Cauldron. And it's a brand new deck and I really like this. And I'm also going to be using Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. So we'll do tarot first and then the oracle cards, just like we normally do. So, Pisces, what wants to come through for my little fishies? I used to have two fishes when I was little, little Claire, and they were called Goldilocks and Snow White. Okay, we've got one that's fallen out. We'll keep shuffling. I don't know what it is yet. It's face down, but Pisces. Woo, we've got another one that's falling out. We're having a flipping out. We'll have a look. Overwhelm, justice. I'm going to pull from now. And getting something done. I'm glad I've pulled from. I'm glad I'm going to not shuffle and just pull from now because there is something here that you're needing to face that you're putting off. Now, let me just show you a story. This is the Seven of Pentacles, and that's the Eight of Pentacles. You know that the tarot is a story. Starts with number 0, which is the Fool taking the leap, and each card is the adventures that the Fool faces and the lessons that he has to learn in his life. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards on the tree of life. Yes. Okay, so here he is. God almighty. I have got a pile of washing, or I've got a grief to face, or I've got a pain to face, or I've got shit to face, or illness to face. I can't face this. Yes, you can. Breathe and ground. And then it's followed by the Eight of Pentacles, which is when he actually gets the job done. So something here you need to face and clear and rebalance. And you've got justice coming in to say that you can balance it. strategy, victory, King of Wands, and the Magician. So look at those of you that can read tarot. Looking at these cards, we can see very clearly. We start off the reading in this feeling of overwhelm. I can't face this, I can't do it. But something changes and you realize that you can face it. There's an energy here with the Seven of Swords. Let me just clarify what I'm seeing. Collaboration, Three of Pentacles, moving through troubled waters. Some of you are trying to push somebody away or some people away or trying to show stoic behavior. Stoic behavior, there's a time and a place for being stoic. Sometimes we need to be stoic and we need to push through something. But there's something here where at some point there's been an energy of shutting down, of not letting people in, not believing in yourself. It's become a perpetual cycle. It's a cycle that you keep repeating. And I think with this Seven of Pentacles here, some of you are aware of this and it's pissing you off a little bit. Or it's upsetting you because it's like, oh God, what am I feeling here? Pride. It's a pride energy. Um, and I'm thinking that this is something that you've possibly picked up. So pride comes before a fall. Pride comes before a fall. My feeling here, there's something that needs to be faced, but don't face it alone. Even if that's just going and sitting in a cafe around other people. I understand sometimes we can have fractured relations or whatever, or fractured connections, but there's something, and for some of you as well, it's even as simple as, is my light on? Yes, it is. It's even as simple as talking to spirit. Yes. So it's as simple as talking to spirit, talking to your guides. Now, I always teach this. The guides of light are very respectful people, beings of light. They will never push in. They will never try to take charge. They will never try to take over. They will observe. They are master observers. But they have boundaries. A lot of the time people will say, I can't hear my guides, I can't connect to my guides. And a lot of people say, I used to be able to. And sometimes I'll ask and say, was there a point in in your life where your guides told you something and you didn't want to listen? And sometimes I go, oh, but I know full well that there was. And sometimes I'll say, yeah, they told me years ago that I should have left, walked away, stopped doing this, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and all of that. And I said, that's it. If I came to your house now and I don't know, and you said to me, I don't know, if I turned up at your house now and you said, what should I do about which colour? I don't know, I'm just trying to think of an example. What should I do about X, Y, Z? And I said, have you tried doing this? And you went, oh, I'm not listening to you. Am I going to come in again? And spirit are the same. They don't do it as vengeful. It's almost that, but they have very firm boundaries and they know the laws of the universe very well, unlike other beings in the universe. The spirits of light know about the universal laws, which is they must not interfere, free will and free choice. If we want their guidance, they will give it. Even if there's something in our life that we gotta face and get through, and there's no getting out of it, they will come and guide us through it. We may not always like what they have to say and etc. and get really frustrated, but they will be there. So this is, if you can reach out to other people, please do. It could just be as simple as if you're doing a course, speaking to a course tutor. Maybe you need extra time for some coursework. It could be speaking to your boss needing extra time. It could be speaking to a doctor, speaking to a therapist, a mentor, a Reiki master, shamanic practitioner. It could be speaking to your family member. It could be going next door and talking to Barbara or Mavis. Mavis is in next door as well. I'm only joking, but you know what I mean? It could just be going out and being around other people, not isolating yourself away from the world. Does that make sense? God, Claire, we've gone round and round the trees, but this is about letting others in and letting your guides in and asking for help, and pride comes before a fall. And maybe that's one of the ancestral things that you're having to clear. And as I say clear, we've got clear the air and clear the air. If you've fallen out with someone, stop trying to stop waiting for them to make the first move. I think one of the things, and maybe there's going to be more content about this in the future, on this spiritual path that we're on, is the days of it's their fault, or I'm not saying I'm not making the first move, it's all about them. Spiritual maturity is going to require something different, where we allow and accept that people will be who they need to be, the good, the bad, the ugly. The same way we expect to be allowed to be who we are, an authentic version of ourselves, we must allow for that. Okay? So if you can make the first move, clear the air. Fogged in, go slow, but take your time. Embracing your warrior energy and embracing your ancestral warrior energy. Desert passage. I thought that said desert passage there, and I was like, I'm all for a dessert. Desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. So this is happening for a reason. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. So if you can work through this, then you can expand, and we're all going to be for expansion going forward. Fellow travelers, it's not you and them. Even the people in your life that have hurt you, they are your master teachers and they are your fellow travelers. It is not you and them. That's just an illusion, a 3D illusion that we fell for. You're all spirit team. We tend to look at our soul tribe. If I said to your soul tribe, is everyone around you the good, the bad, the ugly? It's not the people that you meet in a meditation class or the person that fluffs your feathers and tells you everything you want to hear. Yes, they are your soul tribe, but it's everyone. Support is all around you. Wondrous universe, walking in beauty, again, expansion, expansion, and narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Thank you for watching. That's your reading. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Scorpio, hello and welcome to our channel. Lovely to have you here. So, this is your reading for October 2025, and I'm going to be using two decks. A brand new deck, which is based on the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, and I'm really enjoying using it at the minute. It is by a company called Witchy Cauldron. Nice deck, nice big deck as well. And The Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. So let's get to it. We'll do the tarot like we usually do, and then on to the oracle cards. Go, Scorpio. What wants to come through for Scorpio for October 2025? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, the devil. And at the bottom, we've got the chariot moving away from darkness. It's interesting. My camera picks up light and colours differently sometimes. When you look at it like that, it looks like a storm is brewing. But when I look at it through my own lens, there's shades of blue, okay? So I'm going to go with the storm. But also the blue. The blue are the higher chakras, so it's like going to the throat, third eye, crown. Yeah, so we're starting going in the blues, the lilacs and white. Some people depict the crown in all different, it's straight, whatever you're comfortable with. But we're going higher with something. Maybe that's the answer, to go higher with something. I'm getting a personal message for someone, something to do with addiction, somebody that's close to you that's addicted to something. Could be anything, whatever. They're going to get the oomph to go forward with it and possibly face it. We've got the Empress at the bottom. So this could be for a mother watching with a son or daughter or whatever. Um, the Empress isn't just a mother, but she is the mother. She's also the creator, the manifester. So take it away from that personal message. I mean, that may resonate for many other people. The devil represents fear, darkness, hostilities, anger, resentment, pain, dis-ease, etc. The chariot is all about forward movement. It's about balancing the two sphinxes, the two horses. It can be depicted as two horses that move, not Donald Trump wise. In some cases, it's depicted wide. They're going in total different directions. And in some cases, it's just a tweak. And he comes in and he's like, let's go forward. So, excuse me. There's a darkness here that you need to transcend and go forward from. We've got a Seven of Cups where there's a lot going on, a lot of illusion, a lot of things that we're trying to work through. This is a very complex reading. Many of you will be affected by this in different ways. So take it in the way that it resonates. You, in some cases, you and the people around you are going through many different challenges. In some cases, you possibly have been going into the chariot energy where you keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. I'm going to keep pulling and I'm going to wait and see which card is beneath the chariot. Battles, I said, didn't I? You're facing something as a group. It could be a work group, family setting. Page of Pentacles is what we've got beneath the chariot. Let me just keep pulling. Then we get a full spread and Eight of Swords. So this reading is complex for Scorpio. We're going through lots of different challenges. There's not just your feelings, there's other people's feelings. You may be feeling good and I can get through this and let's do this. And then somebody rings up and they're having and it's all chaos and conflict and all of that. What I would say from this is take this back to basics. Peel back the layers, peel back the expectations and trust. And try to come in as holistically as you can. When I say holistically, don't try to heal the situation, but try to go back to basics. Basically, the Page of Pentacles is thinking, what can I do with my life or a situation? And he gets an idea. It's all about basic, the foundations, starting over, new perspectives. And then the night comes in and he gets his horse. He's like, right, okay. So let me explain it to you. I think I would love to open a flower shop. The Page of Pentacles. And I'd like to have it in this part of town. I'd like to sell roses. I'd like to do weddings and etc. And etc. etc. Open up with a cake store. And you know what? Do you know what I mean? So that's the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles comes in riding a horse. Possibly not in the modern world, but there you go. And he goes, right, have you drawn up your list of things you want me to do? Right. I need to go looking at places to rent or buy. I need to set up a social media. I need to get a domain name. I need to do this. I need to talk to, I don't know, people that can invest in me, etc. So this is a fresh reset. It's about taking things back to basics and it's about liberating yourself. I'm taking an extra card for this reading because I wanted to see what comes after this, and it's the Justice card. So, yes, you're going through a difficult time and everything's all over the place, but this is the making of you, not the breaking of you. And I think as well, don't underestimate other people around you. We're all guilty of this, especially on the healing path in the spiritual community, of thinking we're the only one, especially if you're in a circle of people where you may think from an ego perspective, spiritual ego is rife at the minute. I'm awakened, they're not. It's very easy to go into that. And we can underestimate the power of the people around us and the kindness and the ability to get through things. So this is a great reset, not the WEF reset. but a spiritual great reset, if that makes sense. I'm going to take another one, Queen of Wands. So yes, you're having to work through ick and you're having to work through difficult challenges, but ultimately you will find a way through it and you will, with this sexy Queen of Wands here, boom, get through it and transmute it. Some of you are worrying as well. Am I going to collect baggage during this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think try to be as kind as you can. Try to step into your heart at all times. And you can't go wrong when you step into your heart. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So open your heart to joy. Sounds woo-woo and new age and happy clappy, but it works. Breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Look how very similar they are. Earth, grounding, get out into nature. I keep saying this to all my clients. Nature, 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 nature. Make everything as natural as you can, especially where the world is right now. Journey by moonlight, believing magic. If you go into eat, sleep, rave, repeat in this and dense energy, you will stay dense. If you go into there is a bigger picture here, there is higher learning here. Um, I remember listening to one of Liam Brown's podcasts, which is a full power man, full power cacao. And he says that now, anytime he comes across a challenge in his life, he embraces it the same way that he'd embrace a meditation class. Because it's really easy to say, I'm going to have a healing session and learn lots of things about myself and clear lots of things. Correct, you are. But actually, all your challenges are also helping you on your evolution. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life when your heart is open. Yes. The key to abundant living and the key to abundance is an open heart. Answering the call, the time is now. Maybe there's a hesitancy here now because there's a need to step up and ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Keep facing these challenges with dignity and crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So we've got some sweet energies here. We've got some turbulent energies here. But ultimately, this is helping you to cross bridges and to get to somewhere that that suits you better from a higher perspective. That's your reading. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aries, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using two decks. It's a brand new deck based on the Radiant Rider-Waite and it is by Witchy Cauldron. Okay. And I'm also going to be using Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. So we'll do the tarot and then we'll go into the oracle cards. Let's do this. So, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries for October. Okay, Five of Pentacles. It's a time to step into strength. Five of Pentacles can be a triggering card. Personally, if I'm reading for myself and even a client, I actually like the Five of Pentacles because it's what I call as a reader for my readings, the wake up call card. So it's a card of stepping away from out in the cold energy of the poor me energy. Okay. Basically, it's two people that are injured that are choosing to walk in the snow where it's cold, where they've got thin clothing on, rather than step into the church window, which is where the abundance is. Step away from religion. This deck was done in days of religion. Step away from that. Think of it as your higher self, whatever, connection, abundance, community. Okay. So they're refusing to step in there. They're stuck in their pain a little bit. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're licking their wounds. But it's time to take charge of that with the King of Pentacles. Six of Cups, the past. generational stuff, memories, Page of Cups, which can be the inner child, the inner teenager, the devil, the emperor, and strength. So, for Aries, it's about stepping out of I can't into I can and I am and I will. Okay. It's about fondness for the past, making peace with the past. Make for some of you as well, it's making peace with the decisions of the past. Maybe you've got regrets of the past. The Emperor as well can be the father wound. It can also be about leveling up and transmutation. We've got the Strength card there with fire on. So there's transmutation. Let me just take another card. Yeah, Ten of Swords, betrayal, and the Star card. I'm glad I kept pulling for you. Whatever it is you're facing in October, ultimately, this is about leading you to your Star card. You come into the reading and it's quite dense, it's quite heavy, but there is a wisdom here. This is allowing clearing and teaching and higher learning for you to step into your Star card. This is also clearing the decks so that you can go forward. The Star card is a beautiful card. It's about clarity, enlightenment, healing, the waters of the body, finding balance, but it's also about being vulnerable. And when we know it's about being vulnerable, it's because it's got a woman there that's naked. And in the world we're living, for a woman to go out into the woods naked, it's quite a vulnerable thing to do. Oh, that's a bird on the conservatory window. Um, what you're going through now, birds there again, what you're going through now, what you're going through now is actually trying to encourage you to be open, to be vulnerable. Maybe you've put walls up. Maybe you've got a father wound with around a father who maybe abandoned you or didn't show up in the way you thought he could show up, or maybe you're the father, or maybe it's a boss, maybe it's an ex-husband, ex-partner, ex-whatever. Let's not get caught up in who. It could be because it's a male card, it could be female as well. There is a challenge in your life, be it with a person or a situation. And you have two options. You either bypass it and go into poor me, you harden up and become cold and callous, or you open up and let it become the making of you. And I feel because we've got the Star card and Spirit is saying we're going to confirm it with the Oracle cards, that this will be the opening up. It's going to be the opening of you and not the breaking of you. Aries, Aries, Aries. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Embrace your life. Enjoy your life. Bring in as much joy as you can. Do I want to leave a trail of sadness behind me, or do I want to leave a trail of joy? View from above. Get the big picture. Distant thunder. Clear the air. You don't want to take any of this ick shit disruption with you on your journey, be it your physical journey, your energetic journey, or your transition back to spirit. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. You are not alone. This is a rite of passage. Rainbow blessings, blessings are showering your life at this time. There is a saying, isn't there? Oh, I'm not sure what it is as well. It'll come back to me, I know it will. It's not rejection, it's protection. And you can tweak that into whatever you're going through. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So this is clearing as well. We've got all the elements here. We've got air, wind, fire, and water. And the final card is valiant courage. Take action with passion. Taking action with passion for your life. It's about alchemizing. People say, what is alchemizing, Claire? It's this. This reading is alchemizing. It's, I'm not going to be poor me. I'm not going to be, weak and feeble me, that I'm going to be in my power. I'm going to look at this from a higher perspective. I'm going to be humble, kind, compassionate. And I'm going to know that actually this is actually trying to heal something. It's trying to crack me open to let the light in. That's your reading. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Leo, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using two decks, the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, or a take on the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, and this is by Witchy Cauldron. I'm also going to be using Sacred Traveller by Denise Lane. We'll start with the tarot and go on to the oracle cards. So, Leo. Okay, dropping cards out. I'm going to give it a proper shuffle though before I start taking cards. Leo. Okay, Five of Swords. There has been something that somebody has said and done to you that you're pretty pissed off with. That's how we're starting the reading. Could be an email, it could be a text, it could be something they've said, done, whatever. The Moon. I'm really pissed off. I'm going inward with this, but it's also bringing up lots of things from the past. I'm going to say something that could be a little bit triggering here. I'm feeling this isn't what they've said, it's the wounding that it's hurt. Their actions, deeds, whatever has hit some wounding within you. And what I'm feeling with this is at a higher level, they are trying to bring that up for you so that you can deal with that and heal that. Let's keep pulling the past. It's the past. Whoever this person is, whatever they've done, be it a person or individual, this isn't about them and what they've done. They are what they've done or said isn't nice or whatever. I'm not bypassing that. It's the wounding that it's hit. It's hit a vulnerable spot. And consequently, for some of you, because it's hit a vulnerable spot, there may be a little bit of fight or flight that's gone on here from your, yes, from yourself. I'm wounding, I'm not good enough. It could just simply be you've gone on a first date. The last time you went on a date, it was with your partner or your ex-partner, ex-husband, and they've not, the new date hasn't texted you back. And it's nothing to do with them. It's all about what your old partner said to you or insecurities. You know what I mean? Or you've not got a job and all of a sudden the words that your dad used to say to you about you'll never make up with yourself. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm, it's not what's happened to you, it's the wounding. So the answer to that is to heal the wounding. And that's for you to go off and sit with it, hand on heart, in meditation and say, show me, and they will, if you sit with it and patient, show me the wounding, show me what's happening here so that you can heal it and release it. Otherwise, there's a tendency here to stay in this perpetual cycle of poor me. And it's about hopes and dreams as well. I'm wondering as well if what happened to you in the past, there was a naivety of you at the time. Maybe you were young and vulnerable and not a lot of life experience under your belt. And even, oh, interesting. There is also an opportunity here as well to realize that that wasn't as bad as you thought. And it's like, why have I been carrying that for years? It's because that person, that version of you 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, only had so much knowledge and was possibly very naive and innocent and inexperienced of life. So it punctured quickly. Okay, interesting. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say for Leo. Rejuvenating rain has flipped out of the deck. So clear the. Oh my God. Clear the past, heal the present. If you clear your past, you heal the present. You're less raw, you're less vulnerable. You know, we watch first dates, I'm not going to lie. And a lot, I find it interesting. It's what mind numbing television that I actually quite like because I like people watching as well. But it also teaches me about people for the work that I do. Anyway, it's about people going on first dates. So they've all got a backstory. And a lot of the time, people will bring in baggage from previous relationships in one way, shape, or form. And nearly always it affects the date, or it brings in too much baggage and it becomes too much for the other person. That's an example here of, taking the old wounding from another job into your next job, taking what your ex-husband did to you into your new marriage. We need to conquer it. Before we move on, we need to conquer it. We need to sit with it at the time. Miracles, expect the wondrous to emerge. So this is about you stepping into the miracle zone. The gates of triumph, success expands in your life. So this person is doing something in the present, is helping you to pull that out. It's what we call the purge. First light, you are now beginning a new cycle. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface, great bounty. Lies great bounty, sorry. And the final card is breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. So if you go through this blindly and you stay in victim mode, it's a perpetual cycle. But if you go, stop, the shit we need to deal with here, and you get your big girl pants on or your big boy pants on, if that's even a saying with the big boy pants, and you face it, you can get through it and you can actually alchemize it and see the bigger picture. And that's your reading. Thank you for watching. Love to all. Bye. Sagittarius, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. And I'm going to be using two decks. This is a new deck I've got that is based on the Radiant Rider-Waite and it is by Witchy Cauldron. I'm also going to be using The Sacred Traveller by Denise Lynn. So let's get to it then, Sagittarius. See what wants to come through for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Whoops. Okay. What wisdom? Inspiration. Oops, wants to come through for Sagittarius. We've got Four of Wands. I think for Sagittarians, October is going to be a month of passing things and good news and breakthroughs. Be it for you or the people closely connected to you, Sagittarius. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, breakthroughs going forward, things that you've been waiting for. Could be house moves, could be job interviews, getting, hearing about a house, anything like that, passing exams, driving tests, or just having a healing breakthrough where all of a sudden something's lifted. Do you know what I mean? And we've got Chariot, boom, going forward. I'm liking it so far. Queen of Wands, fiery transmutational energy, taking charge, knowing what you can do now and getting your sleeves rolled up and getting into task. Death and rebirth, yay. Cleaning up strategy. And temperance. So, if it's worth having, it's worth waiting for. There's a period in October where all systems go, let's get this done. This could be a physical thing, a healing thing. Take it and resonate with your own story. Then there is a point where we go into temperance, which is balance. So this could be something happening really quick and then balance. I just want to take a card that comes off the temperance here, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. It's really easy in this energy that we've got here to go. and find ourselves caught up in it. So take your time. Take your time. There's an energy here of wanting your heart's desire. But before you can have your heart's desire, this could be a new car, new house, love, whatever. Take it into your own life and see how it resonates. Um, Something has to be let go of. I also feel as well, I'm being shown the book and the chapter is turning. The old chapter, let it go. The new chapter is where it's all going to happen. But there's a tendency, it's like a riddle with this chapter, to want to keep looking for the next chapter or the outcome. Trust the outcome. I'm getting a vision for some of you, one of you, a few of you, where somebody close to you has gone through something, something's been said or done to them, and you're having to clear up the mess. Remember, lots of people watch these, so all different aspects are coming in. It's not just the same reading for everyone. Someone close to you has gone through something, and you're having to hold space and clear up. But don't make allowances. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses for their behavior. But keep going forward. Projects that you've been working on, healing that you've been working on, health that you've been working on comes to fruition. There's a tendency with this, though, to go, I'm not sure I want this. It's looking different to how you thought. For example, if I get a 4-bedroomed house by the sea, life will be perfect. You get the keys, you move in, and you're like, oh my God. Yes, I've got a new area to look out of, but I've still got the same pain and wounded in here. Or if I meet someone, life will be perfect. And then you meet someone and a whole host of new problems come up. And this is about temperance. This is where the temperance comes in. So yes, there's breakthroughs. Yes, there's things getting signed and sealed and delivered. But I also feel there's something here where, do I even want it after all? Let me just pull a card on that. If I get a promotion at work, I'll enjoy it. I'll feel valued. You get your promotion, you start on Monday morning, and you've got a list as long as your arm of things to do. And you realise all of those tasks that you've got to do are going to get you nowhere. Defence and 3 of Pentacles. There's something here in relation to an itchy nose. I always get itchy nose on Tarotscopes. It's a wounding, is this Sagittarius? And it's about understanding that it's not what is outside of you that makes happiness, it's what's within. And this is going to bring it up. If I pass my nursing exams, I'll feel bloody great. You know what? You'll get that news and you'll feel buzzing. Then all of a sudden, there's going to be that moment where it's like, what do you do going forward from that? What you do going forward from that is you ground in that wisdom. You be thankful for the lesson. You see how cards are like a continuous cycle of stories. You keep going on the wheel of life and on the tree of life. You keep transmuting. You keep moving forward, rebirthing, clearing the decks, learning temperance and balancing, but also as well learning to balance. We are humans at the minute that are very extreme in our behaviours, wants, needs, and desires. And part of the ascension is learning how to clear that. because the future humans that we're becoming are going to be very different to Christmas is spent a certain way in this family. Um, we holiday a certain way in this family. We do this, we do that, we do this, and I expect it to be like that. So that's kind of being cracked out of us to rebirth something. We're also learning that things go wrong, so better things can come together. That rather than going, the old human looked at life as every time something bad happened, it was, why me? What have I done wrong? I must have been bad in a past life. The new human that we're coming towards being and we're birthing with the death card is more a case of we're understanding that it's not, there are challenges, but it's not because you're bad. It's not karma. Karma is, it is karma, but it's not the karma as karma's a bit that's 3D energy, is that? When someone starts talking about that, that's 3D. Karma is your national curriculum. In the UK, we have something called national curriculum, which is what the people learn in schools. So Earth is Earth School, it's our national curriculum. So you come down to life with a whole host of things to learn and explore. And each thing that comes into your life is meant to make us grow. But because of the past humans that we've been, it's actually broken us. But as we develop and evolve, when we come across difficulties, as the new human steps forward within us, we alchemize it and we learn from it. And we go, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Or that wouldn't have happened. Do you understand what I mean with this deep and complex reading, Sagittarius? Life lessons, big life lessons. Oh, upside, yeah, we're not upside down, we're upright. Oracle cards for Sagittarius with their ever so complex tarot reading. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Valiant courage, take action with passion. So this is taking action with passion. Whether it's work, family, relationships, crafting, whatever, setting up your business, giving birth to your child, going to parents' evening, have passion about your life. Don't just slob through life. Have passion. Great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. So taking risk going forward, not just staying safe and comfortable. Begin now. Take your first step. A first step, energy coming in, a new start. Grounding in lessons, grounding in teachings, embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So if there's change coming in, embrace it. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. And the final card of this reading is staying focused, hold the course. And I think this as well is a bit of a hold the course energy because there's a change here. It moves really quickly, but then something slows down. It could just be that something needs tweaking or refining. But again, Ace of Pentacles is grounded. Don't just flip out and stay grounded, but not stay grounded, stay rooted, but not stuck. If you think about a tree, it just blows in the breeze, yes? Anyway, hope that's made sense to you, Sagittarius, because it's an interesting reading. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Taurus, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using two decks, Wild Reflections by Weisbell, and I'm also going to be using Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. So this is for Taurus. Let's see what wants to come through for your star sign for October. Guidance, wisdom, inspiration. Back to jumper season, or sweater season if you're in the States. Woolly socks, all of that kind of stuff. But if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it is. So Taurus, 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 Taurus. Okay, be very careful what you do with your time, Taurus, because it seems here that we've got something out of balance in relation to what you're giving and receiving. Consequently, Consequently, it's given you some anxiety. So October is about finding a balance. This works both ways though. If you find yourself going into extra needy energies, as well as overgiving, or also as well asking yourself, why am I giving? What am I really expected in return? And is this person capable or situation capable of delivering it? Okay. So October for you is all about the giving and receiving. Am I giving too much? Am I expecting too much? Am I being realistic? And how is this affecting my mental health, my sleep pattern? You could also get insights in dreams. Ace of Wands. If you think about your energy, my crystal, I moved my office around, but I had some crystals on this desk through my drawer, and I'm not gonna get them out because I've not got time to get them out. But anyway, no, I mean, thing. Oh, interesting. Let's just chuck everything. So we've got a tub of cream here. And if you think about it, right, this is your energy field. So how much have you got in that for the day? If you keep squeezing it out willy-nilly, you'll soon run out of energy. If you become mindful of where you're giving your energy, you will have more for what needs to come in. So, for example, if I said to you, right, there's a room that needs to be cleared, and you start doing all the silly jobs that don't need doing, apart from getting into that room and getting it cleared, you will not have the energy for that room. Okay. So, Six of Wands, victory, victorious. Again, spend your time wisely. Spend your time, spend your energy wisely, and you can get through something. Another example of this would be, say if you said to me, I want to set up a business. And I said, great, okay. You would then need to go out and get your domain name. Am I going to have a social media platform? Do I need premises? But literally, if you were just sat on the sofa, doom scrolling, or just looking at plans without actually going out and doing something, you're not going to get it done. The world, the breaking of a cycle and the starting of something else. We've got the Five of Swords. I heard the word projection with this. Projection. So what is being projected to you? Seven of Pentacles is the dirty laundry card. Well, I call it the dirty laundry card. There's a pile of stuff that needs to be done. Am I going to do it? We've got the Three of Cups, the collaboration of others and celebration, and the Knight of Wands energy. Also with this, there is an energy of being let down by others. We're coming right back to where we started of feeling let down by others, feeling betrayed by others, feeling that others haven't shown up in the way that you expected. Well, maybe there's a lesson in this, in as far as have you got to break away from someone? Have you got to break away from a group? Okay. Are you wanting to set up something new? And yet your old friendship circle wants to stay where they are. For example, if they all want to go out drinking at a certain place, but you want to try something else, why are you still there? And you're going to keep in those old patterns until you break away. So, Oracle cards for Taurus. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So, how are you being called to step up and lead? So that somebody's just going around with I'm like, we get this now and again. I don't know what it is. I think it's some men that collect stuff, I think. Anyway, if you can hear it, it's fine. So, Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? This is about you taking charge of your destiny. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So back to that first card that we had. This can be about a reflection where you realize I'm giving too much, expecting too much. There's a reaction from somebody else that is triggering something within you. If you go with that and actually talk to it and sit with it and explore it and do the work in relation to it, You'll learn from it. But if you just think that someone's victimizing you and the world is a bad, deep, dark, dangerous place, you can spiral with that. Trust the niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust the niggle, trust your intuition. And final card is dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Comes right back to what I said about setting up a business, new relationship, clearing out a room, clearing out a drawer, changing your life in an even bigger way than that. Do something to change your energy. A lot of this sounds like, whoa, but actually, once you start getting going with it, it does make sense. Okay. So before I go, the next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October 2025. 2 days distance channeled healing, where we're looking at healing after abuse. So it could be physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, abuse in the workplace. It could be that your name has been slandered. It could be you've gone through a divorce. Something's happened in your life and you need to clear it and get your mojo back so that you can go forward with your stuff. It's £22, 2 days distance channeled healing, and the link is in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, again, you can book a session with me via my website, which is in the description box below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Virgo, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using two decks. I'm going to be using Wild Reflections by Weisbell and Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Let's do it. Tarot first and then on to Oracle cards. So Virgo, October 2025. Okay, there's some deep thinking that is needed. So, hermit, deep thinking. Um, could even be in a way of having to just take some time out from people as and where you can. A lot of upgrades coming in. If you can see the little sparkly lights above her, a lot of upgrades coming in, a lot of integration coming in. So make space for that. Don't try to push yourself too much. Take your time with this integration. Don't rush it. These things do take time. Way too many people try and rush an upgrade or a healing phase. Knight of Wands at the bottom. Again, look at him taking himself off with his dog in his rowing boat to simplify his life. What can you do to simplify your life? And if you can do that, that is where you can get your new ideas from. Seven of Swords. It will also give you an idea of what you need to do next, what is coming next. And then you can go forward. So if you're sat here thinking, I need a way forward or I need an answer, let me just pull this out. I need a way forward or I need an answer. Stillness. Often when we need to get something done or we need an answer, we can overwork and overcompensate, yes? So stillness is the answer here. Four of Swords, again, which is healing and tranquility and letting go. In order to move forward, you have to go within. So there's healing, which is why you need stillness. Seven of Cups. There's a lot expected of you and a lot coming in. And with these energies, if you're not careful, you can get swamped in them. If you're unsure how to proceed, Take your time. For some of you, someone around you, it could be work, family, relationships, etc., they're expecting you to balance too many plates, putting way too much pressure on you. And with that, we have the Tower. Rather than getting to a point where you scream at someone or you need to go off sick or something, why don't you start actually saying, I can't do that now, but I can do it tomorrow? Or actually, why do I need to do that? Why can't somebody else do that? So, delegation is key. And that comes in with the Queen of Cups, which is about self care and nurturing and making sure that one's needs are met. And the Chariot comes in. So, let me just straighten up that pile of cards. We start off the reading with the Hermit, which is about introspection and cards that fall all over the place. Introspection, being still in order to get the answers that we seek, looking at what's expected of you, taking time out, releasing, clearing something, dealing with a possible kickback from something. It could be this that you've said, I'm not doing the party because I'm having a night in because I need to decompress. And somebody goes whoosh with the Tower. Let them. Let them show what they really think of you and your choices. Let them see, let you see how they react when you need to put your needs first. Great way to find out just what people think of you. By doing that, you're looking after your own emotional needs and you're able to go forward. So, Virgo, trust your path. Maybe this is about the hermit, that you have to really go in and silence the body, silence the nervous system to trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If I said to you right now, if you do that, you'll succeed, would you do it? It's because there's a part of you that's going, no, I won't succeed, or I'll get laughed at, that's holding you back. And do you know what? What am I doing here? Do you know what? Even if you do get laughed at, even if you don't succeed, even if you really fuck it up or fail, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's part of your lessons. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay. So back to that hermit card. Get grounded. The way through this is to be grounded. Keepers of the earth, more grounding energy. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So we've already discussed, haven't we, in this reading, that there's a point where you may have to step back from something and there's a kickback from that. And you may feel that you're fighting a losing battle and that you're alone. You're not. You've got your energetic beings around you. And take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So if you want to go forward, it's about getting off the treadmill. Before I go, remember the next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October. It's about healing after abuse, betrayal, having your name slandered, coming under some form of attack, needing to heal that, release that, so that you can get your mojo and get going with your life, get back on that treadmill and take life by the horns. It's 2 days distance channeled healing, £22. For information of how to apply for it, put your name down. It's very simple. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description box beneath this video. Scroll down a bit, it will say, for more information, watch this video. That's the video about the group healing. To take part, click on this link. Okay. And remember as well, you can book a session with me. The website is below also. Everything is via Zoom. So it doesn't matter if you live at the other end of the world. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Capricorn, hello and welcome to our channel. This is your reading for October 2025. The two decks that you will see in this reading are Wild Reflections Tarot by Weisbell, and you will also see Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Let's go for it. Let's see what's coming up for Capricorn in October. So, Capricorn, what guidance, wisdom, inspiration needs to come through for Capricorn? Okay, I love a good throw of the deck. A throw of the dice, maybe? Do you know, Capricorn, it feels as though everything is a little bit ungrounded. We've got the lovers that's just flipped out, choice and healing. The chariot. Drown out the noise of others around you. You saw me quite a few times dropping that deck and cards going everywhere. You've got a lot going on around you, other people, family members, work colleagues, life in general, the news if you watch the news. You have to make a choice in October to go, you know what? That doesn't matter. What matters is me and my nearest and dearest. The rest can go shit. Okay? And that may be triggering, but the lovers is about making a life that you're happy with and making a life that's healthy for you and those around you. And when I say around you, I mean those your nearest and your dearest. Okay, your home. The Queen of Wands is the fiery queen of transmutation. So there's going to be a lot expected of you in October. And there's a big leveling up energy here. If you can clear the noise, clear the clutter, clear all the other stuff, the noisy stuff going on around you, you can go forward. If you don't, you'll get swamped. Six of Cups, it's about the relationships and the people that really matter. You may find going through October, you're going to be shown the stuff that doesn't matter. You're going to be shown the people that, cause conflict and imbalance and disharmony. And this is happening so that you're able to clearly see who does matter, who supports you, who has your back. With that, we get the Four of Wands, which can you see? Yes. It's four women having a celebration. They've each got each other's back. So, yeah, expect chaos. Expect people to show their true colours. Expect external noise. It's trying to bring your attention back to your internal world. Ace of Cups, heart centered consciousness. So, there's a part with this where you may go, why me? Why is everybody doing this to me? You're gonna mess up with that. You're gonna lose yourself with that. What you need to do with this is I need to look after me. Stop trying to control the narrative as well. Two of Wands. Taking time out for deep reflection to create something and manifest something. That is right under the Queen of Wands. So transformation, transmutation to go forward. There's going to be times in October where you've got to step into your fire and your change, and times when you can still keep creating, but you just do it at a slower pace. So finding that balance is vital, Capricorn. Five of Cups, again, letting go and focusing on those that truly have your back. But it's really easy, isn't it, to go, they don't have my back, they hate me, and all of that. But do you have your own back? That's the question. Because how can you expect other people to have your back when you don't have your back? So if you keep putting yourself into situations where you're getting hurt and betrayed, you don't have your back. So you're going to meet a vibrational match that fits that. So they're going to cause chaos in your life. And that comes up as well. So in order to deal with that, you've got to let go. And you may be thinking, well, at one point this worked, but it doesn't anymore. At one point, a pair of shoes fit you perfectly. They were your best pair of shoes ever. You wore them 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Are you going to get them out the wardrobe and keep wearing them when you've changed? You may not even like the colour, the size of the heel, the fit. They may have shrunk. Your feet may have grown. Your feet may have shrunk. See what I mean? So, Capricorn, 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 October 2025. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So this is divinely orchestrated. Now that doesn't mean to say you to just sit back and go, it's gonna let the universe deal with it. That's not New Earth. That's 3D. New Earth, 4D, 5D and above is actually doing the work. Getting up, getting out there to make a life that you're happy with. And trusting your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? There's a lot of this energy at the minute of people feeling really hesitant to go forward because they're scared of failure. They're scared of repeating past mistakes. Don't be. Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So this can also be a spiritual work, and you having to step up now. Maybe you're wanting to set up a spiritual business or take a business to the next level, or just being of service. It could simply be seeing things online and not kicking off about it. Do you know what I mean? And the final card is share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So it's time to share your voice, to share your creation. And that's your reading. Remember, before I go, the next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October. It's about healing after some form of abuse. So it could be physical, mental, sexual, emotional, mental, verbal, whatever. It could be work based, it could be family based, it could be that your name has been slandered. This group healing is about clearing that, understanding why it happened, and then moving forward to something better and more soul fulfilling. £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to take part in it, you go to the description box beneath this video, scroll down a little bit. It'll say group healing, the dates. It'll say watch this video for more information. Watch that if you've never done a healing with me before. To take part, click on this link, okay? And if you want to book a session with me for November or December or whenever, please do go to the booking system below. All sessions are via Zoom. Thank you for watching. Love to all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gemini, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I will be using Wild Reflections Tarot by Weisbell. I will also be using Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. We'll start with the tarot and we'll go on to the Oracle cards. So, Gemini. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles has flipped out. We're going to be dealing with Gemini. Family dynamics, the passing down of information, wisdom, and trauma as well, and your place in all of that, trying to make sense of it. And this is all about the moon, the illusion, the inner world. Who am I? That's it. Who am I? Who am I? And where do I come from? And where am I going to? And maybe there's something here, Gemini, where in order to know where you're going to, you have to realize where you came from. And this is a very interesting one because if this isn't healed, and so you come from chaos or there's something chaotic here, say an addiction issue or a self-sabotage or a codependency, if you don't see that in your bloodline and you keep pushing forward, you'll take that with you. So you're having to deal with something in the bloodline, in the cells, inheritance, and this could be financial inheritance as well, so that you can then go forward. Who am I? Where have I come from? And where am I going to? This, ooh, it's a big one, Gemini, is a big dollop of clearing. Freedom, liberation. the Empress. So you may be dealing with mother wounds. You may be dealing with ancestral wounds. Also, as well, creation. Remember, the Empress isn't just about the mother, she's about the creator, Mother Gaia, which is your world, your earth. So, in order for something to manifest, something has to clear. So, there's something here that you're having to release an old pattern, an old story. The King of Cups, maybe there's been some overindulgence. Maybe there's been a lack of emotional care. Maybe you've been the lack of emotional care. Maybe you've switched off emotionally because something hurts. Maybe somebody else has switched off emotionally. The Two of Cups. It's not about them, it's about you and where are you going from. Some people will say this is about a relationship. You're going to meet someone, yay! That's base level, that's 3D, okay? If you really want to work with this card, it's about what's being reflected to you, okay? Feminine, masculine, and that everything has to come from the heart. The energies that we're going into, if it doesn't come from the heart, it's going to cause pain and more pain and intense pain. So if it comes from the heart, it will be a success. The energies are very simple here, very profound, but also all over the place. Three of Wands. There's a point with this reading, and oops, I hope that doesn't disturb the mic on the live that I'm doing. Oh, interesting. So the cards have mixed up, but we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll trust it. So, Three of Wands, Judgment. We know now, don't we? Whatever we create, we receive. So if we create chaos, we receive chaos. If we create harmony, we receive it. So this is a point as well in October, Gemini, where you sit down and you're like, oh, you're going to be required to do this. I've created this, haven't I? I am the cause of this. I need to deal with this. It's no point blaming somebody else. This is where the devil comes in. And the card flipped up and exploded and did whatever it needed to do. We then get the sun. So in order to go to your light and embrace your light, you need to look at the shadow. There is no point thinking, I'm not going to look at the shadow. I'm just going to think about the light and I'm going to be all love and light and happy clappy and all of that when this is rumbling. Because this will envelop this. True fact. Until this is dealt with and mastered and alchemized, it will take over this. And even if this does come in, your self-sabotage. So, Gemini, that's a lot going on. How do I even make that into a simple message? Do the work. Face it. Willing to learn, willing to grow, willing to manifest. But see your part in all of this, the good, the bad, the ugly. The more that you go with this, the more the work that you're willing to do, and the more you're willing to look at all aspects of yourself, the more you'll get out of October. So, Gemini. October 2025. Starseed, what lights you up? Maybe you can't see what lights you up because you're stuck in the middle of something that doesn't light you up. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seed in the light, laying foundations and divine plan. So you can't get out of this. This is all part of the plan. Whatever comes up in October is part of the plan. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? What would love do? And final card is no. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. So until you've dealt with your shit to an acceptable level, to a level that makes you healthy, then the universe is going, no more. So you may find you've been looping a little bit as well into October. Before I go, remember the next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October 2025. 2 days distance channeled healing. And this time we're looking at at abuse. So have you been abused physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually? Has your name been slandered? Have you found yourself in a traumatic situation and need it healing, releasing so that you can go forward? If that's the case, it's only £22. Get yourself on the group healing. If you're watching on YouTube, to take part is in the description box beneath this video. You scroll down a little bit in the description box, it'll say, for more information, watch this video. To take part, click on that link. If you want a personal session, a reading or mentoring or Reiki session, etc., the website is below. All sessions are via Zoom. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Libra, hello and welcome to our channel. And if you're wondering about the smoke, I've had an incense, just one burning away. Anyway, that's what the smoke's all about. So Libra, October 2025, this is your reading. The cards I'm going to be using in this session are Wild Reflections Tarot by Weisbell. I'm also going to be using Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Let's get into it. Why have I got a wire dangling? Oh, you can't see that's a wire from the other camera, from the overhead stuff we have to do now. Because people don't trust me. I'm only joking. I'm being facetious. Libra. Libra, October. Ooh, taking our time with this shuffle, Libra. What's going on? Libra. Okay, okay. Ten of Swords, a betrayal that has gone deep, or an argument, an upset, an overwhelm, a disappointment that has gone really deep. And if you feel as though the whole world is against you, I can't take any more of this. I'm done. I've had enough. In fact, that's it. Boom, done. I'm walking away. Okay. Okay. So interesting. Temperance. Find a balance. There is a balance here. You've possibly overtired, overworked, oversensitive, overwhelmed. The best course of action here is to just pause because it feels as though this could go either way. You could go too out of control with it and I'm walking away, I'm leaving, I've had enough, or you can just disassociate. Just balance yourself here. Find a middle way of dealing with it, okay? Um, Six of Cups. That's an interesting card, isn't it? The past needing support. Somebody has let you down that you needed support with. This person is also suffering. Page of Wands. Someone's gone in their own direction. They've gone their own way. Let's keep pulling. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. Your wishes. Feeling that your wishes haven't been fulfilled. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. The Sun. And Ace of Swords. So something has hurt you very, very deeply. Something has pierced you. Something has broken you. You're feeling a rage. Okay, interesting. Find comfort in this, either self-soothe or comfort with somebody else. I'll go back to what I said right at the beginning of this reading. It's very important that you don't react quickly because however you react quickly with the passion and pain it'll go against you. So you could go really needy and just want to stay and be loved and etc. Or stay in a toxic situation. Or you could just slam out and say something you don't mean. Because there is a middle way here. So step back and breathe. And if one wish has failed or something that you had your heart set on has not worked, the falling of whatever this thing is, the chess piece, there's other chess pieces, other moves that you can make here. So maybe something had to happen so that you could become something else or someone else or do something else. But if you go into rage and screaming and shouting and slamming out, or please don't leave me, I'll do it, and all of that, you're going to miss this opportunity. So there is a new opportunity here, a new opportunity to step forward. But first of all, work your way through it. Also, as well, don't forget you've got your Page of Wands here, which is about doing something. And this card, look at him. Yes. He's out in nature, he's grounding. I think as well with this is about getting into chop wood, carry water type energy. Rather than sitting in the pain, get out and do something. Go for a walk, go for a run, get to work, set up a project, do some cooking, do some cleaning, do something practical here. Now, this practical thing that you're doing may not be able to sort out the situation, but it'll sort out you. Yes, it'll sort out you. Because if you start wanting to do something new, you'll just take that energy into it and cause a reaction. And we don't want that. So, Libra, in Rama, where are you being called to journey to? I'm telling you now, you had in your mind's eye a vision. It's not going to work. There's something else here. Don't go into victim, raging at the world, raging at somebody else. Go, do you know what? This is happening to free me. Okay? I swear to you, you clear it. You get clear and clarity and you find your joy. But you've got to let this go and you've got to let this go with dignity. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north at the bottom. The great gathering. It's all coming together. And the very fact it's all falling apart is in actual fact it all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. Now, we know about intuitive hits, don't we? If you're raging and in a fuzz, you're not going to be able to embody them. So you may get an intuitive hit, but you just lose it. Stay focused. Think about the wise elders, the shamans of the world. You don't see them going into energy. Stillness, focus. This is an initiation. It's a rite of passion, a rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So you're going into the darkness, no two ways about it. But it's a portal. You're coming out of the other side. Bearing in mind as well the 1111 portal in November. So this feels like it's tied in with that. So that's your reading. Group healing. Next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October 2025. It is about abuse. It's about healing after abuse and recovery after abuse. So it could be physical, sexual, emotional, mental abuse. It could be your name has been slandered. Whatever it is, it could be numerous things you've gone through. It's about making sense of it, clearing it, healing it, so that you can then go forward and live your best life going forward. It's 2 days, distance channeled healing, £22. Description. If you watch on YouTube, you go to oh God, you go to the description box beneath this video to take part. And if you want to book a session with me, it's all via Zoom in the description box. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aquarius, hello and welcome to our channel. So this is your reading for October 2025. I'm going to be using Wild Reflections by Weisbell. I'm also going to be using Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. Let's get to it. So, Aquarius. What guidance, wisdom, inspiration wants to come through for Aquarius? Okay, I've got a card that's flipped out. What's this? Three of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got Six of Cups. You get to see past the past. I'll say it again. Yeah. You finally get to see past the past. So something happens, the decks are cleared, and you're like, I can see clearly now. Before this point, there's something in the past. Could be recent past, it could be ages ago, years ago. It could even be past lives. Something has shifted. You may even be sat there going, I don't know what it is, but something has shifted. And now I can see clearly. Oh, I like it. Eight of Cups. Closure. Closing down a cycle. Spiritual enlightenment. Walking away from something. It just makes sense. There's a feeling here of all of a sudden it's like, it just makes sense. It's clear, it's done. Maybe it's the result of the eclipse. I don't know. You're able to let go of it. You feel stronger to let go. You found the focus to let go. Queen of Cups, emotions. Also, as well with this, you value yourself to let go. Past version of you didn't value yourself. So you kept in that perpetual cycle. This new version of you values you better. The big clearing, the tower. The Empress, the creator. The Two of Swords. Choice. And Six of Wands, victory. Also, as well, here, maybe somebody is involved in this and they're not ready to go forward. They're not ready to break free. Could be, for example, a family thing where there's been a big falling out and you've found out you're over it. And you ring your auntie up or your mum up or a relative and they haven't. What I would say with this is don't badger people to get over it or release it. Remember that people work through things in their own way. And one of the worst things you can do to someone, get you over it? Well, I've done the work and I'm over it and I'm free. Yeah, you may have done the work in that direction, but there'll be other areas in your life that needs attention. So if somebody's in your life, excuse me, and they haven't got over it or they're still in that old pattern, leave them be. Don't bug them. Don't make them feel stupid because they're still suffering. Because their moment will come too. So just be kind. This isn't about them. This is about you going forward. And actually, if you find yourself trying to let them see it or trying to wake them up, you will step back also. So this is about you seeing and accepting they're still hurting. It's fine, but you can then go forward. Let's have a look at your oracle cards. Very simple message. Oops, I like it. And there's a card that's flipped up, and we'll get it in a minute. There's two cards. Okay. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So this is all part of this cycle. Awakening, energetic upgrade, a new way of being, integration. This is it. There's been an upgrade that's come in, possibly with the eclipse. And you can't put words to it. You're just done. You're clear. And it's not a, I'm done and I'm going to slam out because that actually isn't being done. Being done is when you deal with it gracefully. When you slam out, you're not done. You're still hurting. But when you're really done, you're dealing with it gracefully. You're not coming from vengefulness. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? So this is about letting go of that old pattern, which is this, the tower moment, to get to somewhere else. And literally being cracked open. A mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So dealing with your triggers. Do you know what? This could be also for some of you a different type of reading. You could be the one that's not ready to let go. You could be the one that's still hurting. So for some of you, you've through it, you've done it. For some of you, you're like, I'm still in pain. I can't let go. Then take on board what we've said, but know also that this is a mirror. And the reason why it hurts so much, whatever they've done or said, or whatever's happening in your life, is because on some level, it's mirroring you. And that's when we get so pained. So pained. That's when we get so triggered and upset. It's because they're mirroring something to you. That's it. So remember, the next group healing is the 14th and 15th of October. 2025, and it's about healing after abuse. Some form of abuse, physical, emotional, mental, sexual, slandering of your name, a trauma. It's about healing it, releasing it so that you can then step forward and start rebuilding. 2 days, distance channeled healing at £22. To put your name down, if you're watching on YouTube, you go to the description box beneath this video, scroll down a bit, it'll say next group healing. For more information, watch this video. To take part, that's the link. Also, as well, if you want to book a session with me, it's all via Zoom. Again, in the description box below. We've got a nice easy booking system on there. Thanks for watching. Love to all. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.